A bartender's job is to host an experience. You know, when a customer comes in here and sits down, I want to make them feel welcome and want them to have a great time and a wonderful experience. And something different, something that they can't get somewhere else. That's what I want to do when people walk in. I call myself a bartender. I'm a bartender. I enjoy myself. I really feel like I'm lucky. I'm one of the few people that actually likes their job. I think it's cool. My philosophy when it comes to making cocktails is to be innovative, to do things that are unexpected, and everything should match, from the quality of the spirits to how beautiful the glassware is, to the fresh ingredients, to my service. Everything should match. When it's done correctly, I think it's a beautiful thing that just sort of flows out of you almost organically. I get a lot of different inspiration. A lot of it comes from the seasons and what's fresh from the farmer's market or from glassware. It kind of comes from everywhere. I try to, as much as possible, to know things about what cocktails sort of have come from and why they've evolved, why they've changed, where they've sort of been from Prohibition sort of era to what sort of is current now and what is trendy. Years ago, when I first started bartending, people drank Budweiser, you know, Bud Light, Miller Lite, and that type of thing. Then the import beers came around, stuff like Newcastle and Guinness and Bass, and everybody was like, oh wow, there's a whole new world. Then it moved into craft beer, and now people understand that beers can be these wonderful experiences. And so that has sort of led the way here in Charlotte to what I think is starting to happen with the cocktail world. And so craft cocktails, where somebody actually takes time and lots of energy to create something that is one of a kind and beautiful and super tasty, is sort of where it's going now, and people really appreciate that experience. If somebody just shows up with a beautiful cocktail and puts it in front of you and you drink it and it's great, that's one thing. But actually seeing somebody make it from scratch, and how they do it, and the care and the attention that they use to make your cocktail, that makes the experience perfect. I'm constantly creating new stuff that's seasonal. I'm not a big fan of rules, so if you want something interesting and something different, then you have to bend rules or break them in order to get new, fun, exciting stuff. So, I mean, if it's audacious, then so be it. A lot of times people will come in and sit down and they'll just simply ask, what's new? What are you gonna make me today? I want somebody that wants to experience something new. I mean, how many times have we had a vodka tonic? You know, I've had at least 100 vodka tonics, if not 1,000. When somebody comes in, and I prefer for them to say, make me whatever you want, you know, and that's when the fun part happens, you know. That to me is the best part of my job.
I'm Bob Peters, and this is My Wheelhouse.